We're just sending it, right? Fuck it.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Eyes on the screen, alone in the dark. Coffee in hand, hit start with a spark. Roaring engines, news of the day. Keyboard warrior, fury on display. Talking cars with a madman's gleam. Ripping the news, caught in the stream. Current events, ruthless and cold. Caffeine fueled heart, gold and bold. Live on the web, chaos reigns. Truth and lies flowing like veins. Viewers thirst, rage and might. Digital storm, endless nights. Carburetors and coffee. Digital display. Carburetors and coffee. Coming out to play. Ignition switch, lightning fast, updating the world, nothing surpassed. Burning rubber, breaking the seal. Virtual world, brutal and real. Violent streams, in blinding light. Bridging truth, in midnight fight. Comments flood, in endless spree. Feeding the fire for all to spread. Drinking the brew, thoughts unleashed. Coppers and the thieves, scandals beseeched. Fuel to the fire, screens alight. Holy sermons, midnight rite. On the web, chaos reigns. Truth and lies flowing like veins. Viewers thirst, rage and might. Digital storm, endless nights. Operators and coffee. Digital display. Operators and coffee. Coming out to play. Eyes on the screen, alone in the dark. Coffee in hand, hit start with a spark. Roaring engines, news of the day. Keyboard warrior, fury on display. Talking cars with a madman's gleam. Ripping the news, caught in the stream. Current events, ruthless and cold. Caffeine fueled, heart cold and raw. Live on the web, chaos reigns. Truth and lies flowing like veins. Viewers thirst, rage and might. Digital storm, endless night. Operators and coffee. Digital display. Operators and coffee. Coming out to play. Ignition switch, lightning fast, updating the world, nothing surpassed. Burning rubber, breaking the seal. Virtual world, brutal and real. Violent streams, in blinding light. Raging truth, in midnight fight. Common flood, in endless spree. Feeding the fire for all to see. Drinking the brew, thoughts unleashed. Coppers and the thieves, scandals beseeched. Fuel to the fire, screens alight.
All right, everybody, hello.
Hey, Bill.
What's going on, Dennis?
Nothing, man. Nothing.
Dennis and I were just talking about what a crappy week it's been.
Man. Both of us.
Yeah, both of
Man.
us. And so we're just going to do some shout outs and we're going to say hello to Michael and Laura, and that's all I can see right now. But I know you got some shout outs.
She better be Shannon, Allie. Hey.
Yeah, you better be watching.
Better be.
And I don't know if my wife is watching, but, you know, wife,
Hey.
hey. I don't think my kids are watching. I don't know if they are. Who knows? Who knows anymore? But yeah, today's show is sponsored by nobody.
Oh,
Let's-
man.
Let's talk a moment about this horrible snow.
Oh, man. I'm tired of it.
I had to plow again today,
Yep.
and like today has just been like today in particular has just been an off day. I had to get ready for this, and nothing went right. I wanted to. I was talking to Dennis about how I wanted to mirror for poor Dennis so that he's using his phone. It's like I told him it's going to get better. It's not going to get worse. Today I am using an iPad to show this beautiful man.
Yeah. No.
He just looks. I mean, he is taken. By the way, he's got a wife. He's not available.
Get that out of the way.
Yeah, let's get that out of the way. He is not available, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Hey, 2025.
That's right. And so yeah, so last week it froze because I was using my stupid GoPro. It actually, I was like, when that happened, I went ahead and ordered a new couple new batteries, and I'm like, well, that should solve that problem. I needed them anyway for when I do my recordings and stuff. And I'm like, you know what? I know my daughters have iPads. Why don't I just use those and mirror with? It's kind of a long process to talk about. It's boring, but anyway, yeah. So that's
we
why,
are.
yeah,
It worked.
it's not gonna happen. We're at 100% battery on that one. Dennis decided he needs to use the cord but he's watching the
We're good.
percentage on that one. We're good
We're
on that
good.
one. Yeah, we're
We're
not
we're
gonna
solid, man.
have any frozen Dennis like we did. Would you? You went like, yeah, and anyway, yeah,
It happens. Not
yeah,
tonight.
It happens. And with this weather, why not be frozen?
Oh, man.
And so anyway, I was thinking of you because I didn't plow since we got all that snow, and
Right.
I was like, he's gonna be pulling in with that Civic.
Didn't want to stand a chance.
I was like, I have to plow.
Yeah.
And if I would have known you would have had that you had Shannon's car, I was like, I wouldn't. I honestly, dude, I wouldn't have plowed. But I was
Well,
thinking,
I told her that. I was like, let me borrow your car because Bill's probably not going to plow.
dude, and I was like, no, I better plow. I had to plow anyway, but I really was thinking, no, I need to plow for my company.
Yeah.
Like I have to. And dude, I put that thing there for you if you need to use it. Oh, but that thing will be in the way. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, cool. And anyway, yeah. So when you pulled in, I was like, man, I didn't have to plow, but like I said, I needed to plow anyway. But I am just so sick. I plow with a four
Right.
wheeler.
Yeah.
So it takes me about I'd say like an hour and a half to 2 hours. But today, underneath the snow is literally like a skating rink.
That's everywhere, man. At the rain the other day and
Yeah.
the sleet, and then just boom, we get pound downpour in.
Yeah.
So
So
I got normally bitches about snow.
Yeah.
Or complains. I've had enough of it this year,
Yeah.
man. You know.
yeah, and I hate to do that. It's like, yeah, okay, it's probably everybody's sick of hearing complaining about it. But the thing of it is when I have to reverse, I go like this, and I'm getting old, and like my neck hurts from looking behind me. So I don't crash into anything. I'm just tired of plowing.
Yeah. It's an old school winter this year.
It is.
It is, man. This is what they used to be like. We were overdue for this. I mean, I guess we can't complain too much.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
We've been pretty lucky the past few years.
And when you say we can't complain too much, I am not complaining too much.
No, I am. I have been.
I haven't been. I'm just saving it for now that I'm complaining. I sounded like Christopher Walken. I'm just complaining for now. Oh, I sound like, I don't know who I sound like. I don't sound like Christopher Walken. But anyway, so yeah. So thanks for my mods being here. Let me see for Laura's magazine. Haha, just kidding, Bill. Wait, I'm missing something. Dang glitches. Hopefully no one had an open mouth. I don't know. I'm missing something here. But anyway, something about Laura's magazine. You guys are chatting in there, and I appreciate it. I'm missing something.
What kind of magazine she got going? What's that about?
You don't want to know.
Okay,
No, I'm kidding.
fair enough. Some questions better left unanswered.
No, I'm kidding. So Laura, that's Raw Side Paranormal.
Yeah.
She has her channel where she interviews all sorts of people that have they go and do paranormal investigations.
Yeah. I subscribed. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
cool. Yeah. Well, anyway, she does a paranormal magazine where people can submit if they've ever had paranormal experiences.
Is that right?
Really, it's a whole spectrum. Like, I mean, I'm even in there where I do car stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, your interests are crocheting. So if you want to do like a crocheting,
You should get me in there.
yeah, you can get in there.
See, build a centerfold.
Yeah, I'm the
See?
centerfold. Yeah. There actually is like a centerfold.
Is that right?
Yeah. Oh, my wife's in
There
here.
she is.
Where you been, honey? What were you doing? I know you weren't making coffee because I had to make my own.
I brought my own. Just to get,
Yeah, you brought your own. It looks a little light there, Dennis. You picked it up awful fast.
it's empty. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You say you're just kidding. I don't know
Yeah,
why
it's not
you're
good.
so humble, but I make some for
No,
you.
I
know.
get it. I get
All
it.
right.
I appreciate that.
And by the way, there is sour cream and onion potato chips behind it if
Fair
you want
enough.
any. All right. And excuse me, I do have Coca-Cola, and this is I usually don't drink it, so I'm like burping like crazy. Like if I drank it all the time, I wouldn't burp. What does that make any
it
sense?
changes nothing.
Yeah, I know. I never drink the stuff, so I'm burping like crazy. Samantha Fallon.
Oh, Samantha, that's Shannon's sister. Hi,
Oh.
Sammy.
Thanks for being
It's
here.
cool, man.
Now, is he really your favorite brother-in-law?
Well, because it's forced to be. There's no others.
Yeah, oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, okay, but it could be
That could change
her-
anything.
I know it could be.
You know
her
what I mean?
worse
Yeah.
brother-in-law. Doesn't
Yeah, you could definitely have worse.
yeah, exactly. Well, we appreciate you being here. Let me see. I have my birthday coffee going on at the moment. Oh, Jeff, how you doing, buddy? Yes, happy birthday. Good to see you in here. Let's see, Jeff. Are you 55 today? Because I think you're 54, or were, or whatever. Coke is gassy. Yes, it is gassy. Oh, I know what. You know what? Before I forget, I'm puffed up a little bit right now.
Yeah.
I asked my son. This is really cool. You know what? Let me kill. I love my jazz music, but let me. I need my own full attention. All right.
Let's do this. Buckle up.
Okay. So my son builds computers,
Okay.
and if you look behind me right here,
Yeah.
you see the spaghetti.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of it.
Now, to set this up was very not difficult. Like I know what I'm doing, but you can't see what it looks like, and I don't care because you can't see it.
Yeah.
Who cares, right?
Out of sight, out of mind.
Exactly. Now, when I used to work at Tucci's,
Yeah.
I was working underneath the dashboard, and I'm a perfectionist, as you could tell.
Yeah, I see that. The spaghetti.
So,
Real
all
quick,
right.
since you brought that up,
Yeah.
you realize I grew up right next to Tucci's. Sunrise Terrace?
That horseshoe shape?
Yeah, with the cul-de-sac in the
yeah,
back?
yeah.
Right there. I grew up there. My parents still live there.
I didn't know that's where you lived.
Yep. Yeah.
With like the moose.
you guys
the
were-
moose
were
is,
in-
dude, the moose is back there. Like the
No, you're thinking the other side. So you were on Maynard
Yes.
Park, so right next to it, Sunrise Terrace.
no way. Mm-hmm. So I used to work for Tucci's.
That's funny.
That's
Yeah, we used to go to all the car shows and stuff, man.
get out of here, dude.
Yeah.
So like that's where I learned like all my like welding and bending metal and like fabrication skills.
Yeah, he's good over there, man. Guy knows what he's doing.
I learned from a good guy, and you know his dad passed away.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah, I heard.
yeah, really good guy.
Yep.
really sweet guy. A genius.
Oh, no doubt.
Did
No
you
doubt,
ever
they
see
know their stuff.
the Tucci hot rod bus?
I don't remember.
That it was like picture like a hot dog truck, you know, that they sell hot dogs and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
out of.
yeah.
You know the boxy ones?
Oh, yeah.
But picture one from like the 50s, but it was rounded. What's that? Jeepers Creepers.
Okay. The truck.
Picture something like that
Yeah,
that was
okay,
hot
cool.
rodded out, but not ratted.
Right.
Not rat.
Did it right.
Yeah. He built one of those, dude, and it's just really cool.
Yep.
I'll have to send you a picture of it. It's been in all magazines and stuff.
No kidding.
Yeah, really
I'll
cool
check it
car.
out.
Hopefully 55 unsubbing.
Yeah, I
All right,
know.
Jeff, sorry, buddy. 52, 53. Let me see here. Jeff is 25 today. Yeah, Laura, I should have said something like that. I'm not smart. Let me see. I was making a joke about what you said about glitching. Okay, Samantha said peace. I don't know if she's out of here.
Yeah, she had a roll. Yeah, I seen that. See ya, Sam.
Okay,
I'm not sure
so-
we missed her. Yeah, I
Oh,
see you. Right.
all right. Sorry. Yep. Thanks for being here.
So we got on a tangent with the
Yeah, what I was
spaghetti. Yeah.
perfect. Okay, what I was talking about was I want to talk about my kid and his setup is just streamlined.
Right.
It's like mainstream.
nothing.
Oh yeah, you see nothing.
Good for him, man.
And like his computer, like mine is like silver and there's like black components and like I don't care what color it is.
Right.
It's all matching. 52, bang on my head in shame. Haha. All right, yeah, Jeff. So you're 52, buddy.
At one time, I thought that was a long time away, and it's really not that far away, man.
You're
I'm
38,
39. Yeah.
39.
Yeah. I remember telling people 40 they were old, but
dude, wait.
How the tables have turned.
Yeah. Wait till you hit 40.
I know, man.
You're going to creak on
Yeah,
the bed.
this year. This year, man.
When's your birthday?
July. Mm-hmm. July 18th.
I'm never going to get this story, but I will.
Yeah, we're
You
getting
gonna do
there.
fire? Are you still doing fireworks?
I am. I know. It's man. I do it for the rush, man.
I know.
It's so
that
cool.
that is fun.
It's so cool.
It
Yeah,
is
you've been
fun.
there. You
Yeah.
know,
Yep.
man. It's all the adrenaline.
I did
man.
it twice, 3 times with
Yeah,
you.
it's pretty wild, man.
We did that show, just me and you together.
Yep.
Over in North Utica.
Yep.
It's a blast. Get it? Never heard that one
No.
before. All right. All right. So anyway, everything's streamlined with my kid. So he does these TikTok videos where he shows his computer and how beautiful it is, and he runs. You know how they're water cooled and stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
so
they got crazy.
He runs his own custom made lines and stuff like this.
Is that right?
Yeah. So he puts them on TikTok. Well, it started out, this company saw his thing on TikTok and said, "Hey, we like that. Can you do this little monitor about this big? We want to send this to you. Will you make a video for us?
No way.
Put it in your computer." So his computer is like made of glass and you can see inside of it. And that's how beautiful it is inside. And
Right.
it changes colors and the fans and all that stuff.
No kidding,
Yeah.
man. That's cool.
So he put this, they sent it to him. And of course the catch is you have to make a video on it. Sorry, this is Coca-Cola.
Man.
This is a good idea.
Horrible idea.
Good idea.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, and action. Yeah. Anyway. All right. So he does this video and he puts the gadget, this screen, I don't know what it is, maybe like across like 9 inches. It's like rectangular.
Yep.
And it mirrors whatever his screen is. It mirrors inside. And it's really kind of a gimmicky thing, but anyway, nonetheless, they send it to him, makes this video, and if anybody, he puts a link in his TikTok. If anybody wants it, I think it was like $74 for somebody to buy it. He gets like 10%.
No kidding.
So
That's pretty cool, man.
already he's made, I don't know, X amount of dollars off
Right.
of it, but already through his TikTok, he's sold like 19 of them.
Good for him.
And so I told him, you know what? That's really neat. He's had a ton of companies now. So like UPS is here every day.
Good for him, man. That's so cool.
So check this out. So I told him, this is really neat because, you know, this is like the dad thing. Yeah, too, if anybody's in there asking.
Yep.
Yeah, because I'm so bad at it.
Nope, I get you.
I don't know how Laura does it. She's pretty good at like keeping up with the chat. But anyway, there's just okay. So I said, Hunter, do me a favor. It's really neat how this is happening for you. So he makes the videos, of course, and his voice. It's like I don't even know. It's my son, you know.
Yeah.
Like he does it so professional, and of course the one video has like I don't know, like 80,000 views.
Did he really?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
insane,
for
man.
that monitor.
That's cool.
He said that's the best one yet. But anyway, so he's got this one. It's called an Eraser touchscreen earbuds. Oh, that thing is neat. They're like over earbuds. They don't go in your ears, and which is cool. Over earbuds with a touch screen built into the case. Yeah, the case. So comes out, you put it over, and then the case has like a slider fader on it and everything. So he's using those. They sent those to him. Everything, it's all free.
No kidding.
All he does is has to review it and make a video. And so they sent those to him. And then it's not like, oh, you have to sell some. But the catch is you just make a
you
video.
do, yeah.
If you do, then you get a percentage.
Yep.
So that's cool. Actually, those erasers did come in. This was last week when he wrote this out. So I've seen those already, which was really neat. You can put an SD card in it and everything. It's really neat.
That's cool.
This one is Maycubic Projector. It's like a little projector. A projector with Android built into it. The device can be plugged into HDMI from a console or a PC. So they're sending that to them. These companies all reach out to them. Oh, and
Off like one initial video, and then you just
now it's just blowing up.
good for him.
And these are all
That's
different
cool,
companies.
man.
And he rejects companies
Does he?
because
I got time for that.
yeah, some of these companies he's like, well, I don't really see a need for me to like. He like
Picks and chooses.
he scrolls through and he's like
Nothing wrong with that.
he shows me like I don't know, it could be like a shrimp deveiner or something. You know, I'm just picking something out, but let me see. Fifine Garnet audio mixer. Oh, that's for it's an interface for podcasting.
Okay.
Interface for XLR audio interface inputs and can change the way your voice sounds. So it could be for something like this, and if you want to sound like a gargoyle or something like
Right.
that, yeah. So that's gonna come in. You know, it's kind of cool because he's like, then I'll probably just give it to you, Dad. So all this stuff, yeah. So
That's pretty wild,
because he's
man.
like, because I
That's
don't
so
have a
cool.
use for it. And then also the same company, Fifine, I guess it's Fifine or something. HG gaming headphones, a gaming headset with a detachable mic, free.
No kidding.
So like
Can't beat it.
the UPS guy, like I know him by his name. His name's Anthony. Yeah. Let's see, Minoso touchscreen earbuds, another set of touchscreen earbuds, same as the Eraser earbuds. Does the same thing. Let me see. Let's see, Keymove. Oh, a keyboard. So I saw the keyboard. It has RGB lighting with mechanical switches. Oh, those. So there's a difference between mechanical switches. You can pop them out and reuse them and switch them out. Like my son is like, he went to school for building computers.
Right.
He's taught me a lot about different. Like this is called a 100% keyboard, and then there's 75 and all like the different size keyboards and
Yep.
stuff. And like there's a 75. He's like, is that a 50 keyboard? I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's a keyboard.
And I'm like, yeah. Like I didn't know. He's like, would you rather have like a 125? I'm like, what? So yeah.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. TikTok's where it's at now, man. That's what we've become.
I know.
You know, in the chat, they're saying it.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone's doing it.
So he's made
How
quite
old is he?
He's 18.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yep. So let me see. Yeah, and then of course, oh, and then it was cool about that little keyboard. It has a little LCD screen in it that mirrors your
Oh, no kidding. Your screen.
your screen.
That's cool.
I mean, of course, it's a little gimmick, but
Right.
it's really neat. I mean, like, could you imagine, like, well, I'm a little older than you, but like, I couldn't imagine being like back then, like, oh, this is. I don't care, like, if it doesn't do anything. I think it's
It's
neat.
cool to look at.
It's cool to look
That's
at
all it takes.
because
I'm a simple person. It's
yep. Hi, Dad. How you doing? Like I was saying, because somebody was saying like with that monitor that he had in his computer, like it mirrors what he's doing here. Comments were like some negative comments were like, "What's the point of that?"
Shut up.
It's cool.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Exactly.
Like, what's the point of having a race car for the weekend?
That's right. What's the point?
For fun,
Yep.
to go out and race.
Because it's cool.
That's like, I want it. That's what the point is.
Yep.
What's the point of you having a Harley Davidson?
It's cool.
You want it.
That's right.
So, let me see. Okay, this stuff is already here. Let me see. A Wysoko mini monitor. Oh, that's the monitor I was telling you about. Okay, G Fuel tub. So G Fuel, this is powdered energy drink. They sent that to him,
No kidding.
and then they gave him these storage bins and everything. So like he made a video with like doing the powder and everything. So like he's like, it sounds professional, like making these commercials.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
18. Good for him.
Yeah, and I'm like, you could go down to my room and do them down in here. And he's like,
Yeah, right.
but he does them right in his bedroom, like where his computer is, because it looks all
It's
like
crazy.
white and professional.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. Let me see. McGee Star 75 keyboard. Star 75 keyboard. That's a 75%. Learn
Makes
something
sense.
new every
I
day.
did not know that. Yeah.
See?
See?
That's
It's
why
just
you guys, that's why you guys got to come here, and watch the show. 75%.
Everybody learns something.
Yeah,
today.
exactly. And that's it so far.
Yeah.
And like I said, so he was scrolling through, showing me like, so this Matt right here, he gave this to me, but like, they're going to be sending you know how there's shortcuts, Microsoft shortcuts, which I'm really bad with. I can't remember.
I'm not good with them either.
Like I know that like Control Z is to like undo what you did, but like there's like I know
There's a
some
ton. Yeah.
yeah, but like I forget them.
Yeah,
They're
with
sending him a mat just like this with all the Microsoft shortcuts.
Oh, it's all printed out.
Yeah, printed on it. And
Yeah.
I'm like, that's awesome. And he goes, and it's black, but all of his gear is white. He likes the white look. He's like, I'll probably do a video, and he goes, then I'll just give it to you. I'm like, okay,
Perfect.
So yeah, so this is like a great payoff.
Yeah, I like it. Everybody wins.
Yeah. Oh, and he's getting a microphone too. It's a USB mic with the controls on it and everything. So he said that he was gonna get that in, and then give that to me too. So yeah, that's pretty sweet, man.
That's pretty wild, man.
Isn't
Good
it?
for him. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool.
All right, you know what? You know what it's time for?
What we got?
A little bit of coffee talk.
Coffee talk.
Here, you need a refill. I need a refill. Folks, today, it's the usual. I should probably switch up my game a little bit, you know? This is still Maxwell House, Colombian, 100% Colombian roast.
There we go.
I made it, it's a little, let me see. Let me see something. No, it's good. I was gonna say it seemed a little weak. What do you think?
Well, I mixed it now, but I'm okay with that. We'll
What's
see. Not weak.
Is it good?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right. Good. You know what I think it was? Here's what I did. I put this over top of it so it wouldn't get cold,
Yep.
and it it tasted like cardboard. I think that's what it
Works
was.
its way in.
Yeah, that's what it was. So why? What do you have in there? What are you drinking?
You know what? I use those little Nespressos, man.
Nespresso?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those are great.
And so how does it fill that?
No, I use a couple of fill that.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Oh, remember last week I was going to tell you where that ended up. My little
Oh yeah, I
Nespresso
told Shad. Yeah, where'd it go?
dumpster.
Yeah, what happened?
I don't know, dude. You know what I think it was is like it probably got clogged with the spring water that I use. We use like bottled
I'm the
spring
same-
water.
Yeah,
And do you use your tap water?
I do.
Is it hard?
It is.
Yeah, I don't use my hard water.
Yeah, I know. It's not awful, but it's hard.
No, it's not. It's not that it's bad. It's just it's really hard.
Yeah.
And I don't want to drink it.
Yep, I get it.
So we do buy spring water because we want like the minerals that are in it, rather than like purified water. So it still clogs like our
Yeah, your faucet. Yeah, I get it.
it still
Appliances.
clogs our appliances. Yeah. So yeah, this came out good. I'm afraid to switch.
Don't change something good, man.
Yeah.
If it's good, you keep it.
It's like when you go to like Denny's and you decide to order something different. You're like, oh, this sucks. All right. You should be, Michelle. He's doing great. All right. Let me see. So proud of our son. Oh, yes. Yeah. And our son, he's down in Pennsylvania right now.
Yeah, what's he doing down there?
He's visiting his girlfriend that he met on the internet.
TikTok?
Gaming.
Oh, no kidding.
I guess he was doing some gaming and he had like his, you know how like they game and they have their picture down in the corner.
Oh,
and,
like streaming. Streaming.
yeah,
videos.
streaming.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
Streaming. That's what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
And I can't even. What do they call it? What
Dang,
do the
man.
young whippersnappers call it there? That's streaming.
Get it.
Yeah. So he's down there. This is the second time he's spending a weekend down
Cool.
there, and he left yesterday morning. You remember what it was like yesterday
Oh,
morning?
yeah.
Yeah. So talk about a nervous father.
Yeah, I get it.
So someday you're gonna be.
Oh, I know those days are coming, I'm sure.
And I got two females.
Yeah, the other ones.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, that's not gonna happen. And they know that.
I get you.
I have two daughters up there that ain't gonna happen.
Not happening.
Nope.
I get it.
Nope, that ain't happening. So yeah. You ever had? All right, no more coffee talk. We're done with coffee talk, so we're gonna go back to. Isn't that a beautiful background? You see my
I
new
like it.
background?
Yeah,
you see
it's
you see
nice.
that old looking like a 510 Datsun or a 310?
That's right.
You ever had like a paranormal experience?
I haven't. I have not. Nothing. Well, as far as what? Like just like a haunting thing?
Anything paranormal. So the definition of paranormal would be like anything out of the ordinary that I guess it doesn't necessarily have to be ghostly.
One place.
Yeah.
Firestone, Utica, I used to work at. I'll tell you right now.
Firestone?
Upstairs is haunted as heck.
Is that on Genesee
Well,
Street?
it was now another shop owns it. But yeah, the one right on.
Was
Genesee.
that Tolman's?
It is. Yeah, they bought it.
I know where that is.
ups-
Right on the corner.
Yeah, yeah. I think South Street.
Yep.
South and Jenny. Yep. And I worked there for a brief stint, and upstairs, you'd go in the tire room. That's where all the tires were. And
Yeah.
You'd be walking up there, and tires would fall off the shelves every time. And multiple times we'd be closing that place, locking up the doors, getting everything ready, and you'd hear footsteps up there. I'm talking consistently. All the time that would happen. And one time I ran up the back stairs, and another guy ran up the front stairs. There's no other way out of there.
Good for you.
Yep.
And you, because
nothing. Nowhere to hide, just an open tire room. We checked that whole thing. Used to happen all the time.
That's awesome.
I've told Shan this 100 times.
So I don't know if Jeff is still in here. I hope Jeff is in here, and definitely Laura's in here. So the biggest thing that the paranormal community talks about is you don't run away from what's going. Like if there's something paranormal, a ghost. So you knew that it was not a person,
100%.
and so you wanted to see what is going on.
Yeah.
You didn't go.
It was all the time, multiple times a week, man.
You didn't go.
No,
let's get
no,
out
no.
of here. You wanted to see what's going
Yeah,
on.
because we thought someone was screwing with us. There got to be a bum or something living up there. I mean, it was that constant. Like, there's no way.
Wow.
Happened all the time. All the time.
And I think that's awesome that so Laura, you've heard that. So Laura lives on Champlain Ave.
Oh, okay.
So sorry, Laura. Jeez.
I know. We're using street names in
yeah,
business.
Champlain Ave is 30 miles long.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but she, that's right. You go after.
Yeah,
That-
it was good. They find out that was it continued all the time.
Wow.
All the time. That was the only place that used to give me the chills, man. Yep. Other than that, no. That's about it.
That's a cool story.
All the time.
That's a great story, dude.
Yeah. It's pretty wild, man.
Wow. Wow, I'm sorry, Laura. She's laughing. Yeah, like I said, though, Champlain Ave is 30, 40, 50 miles long.
That's a big one.
It's
That's a big one.
60, 70 miles long.
At
It's
least
gotta be.
100.
It's at least it's a freeway.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a toll road.
That's
isn't
right.
it?
Yeah.
It's a
Can't
toll
even access
road.
it anymore.
Yeah, it's closed.
Yeah,
it's
no,
closed down.
long
I
time
think.
ago.
Yeah, they
Long,
closed
long
it
time
down
ago.
long ago.
Yeah.
In fact, Laura moved. Oh wow, man! Wait, I didn't know you worked there too.
Yeah, I worked there for a little bit. Yep.
So you did tires?
No, I went there as a mechanic there.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep.
Oh, is that where that dude worked? And you looked up. You looked
No,
up in
no,
the
that was
gangway
somewhere
there?
else.
Okay,
Yeah, that-
gotcha.
yeah,
All right.
no.
Okay, yeah.
Gross.
Tell that story. No,
No, I'm not
No,
telling that story.
it's a state highway. Yeah. So actually, the thumbnail that I created was customer encounters, and we're not going to talk about where these customer encounters happen. So I don't necessarily. I have a couple because I didn't necessarily work at facilities, but I've experienced customer encounters when I was at my friend's place. But Dennis has some customer encounters that he'd be willing to talk about. One I'm going to talk about that Dennis and I shared together. And Dennis shut me up.
Yeah, I did.
He shut me up in the most gentlemanly way. If he were an Englishman, it would be very gentlemanly. Like you know how the
Good day, sir.
yeah, yeah, like Willy Wonka. I said good day.
That's right.
The chocolate for Charlie. He doesn't get any. Yeah,
Perfect.
dude,
example,
perfect.
yeah.
You should start using
I like
that
it,
analogy
yeah.
at
That'll
work.
work great.
You could be on the phone and be like, "I said good day."
Yeah, it doesn't happen common enough to where I have to. I'll tell you, it's you just happen to be there at the wrong time with that one. That was a while ago.
Yeah, it was probably
Yeah, it was a while ago.
3 years
At
ago,
least,
I'd
yeah.
say. So I think so. All right, let me just. What happened was, and I'm sorry I use the word "so" a lot. That's such a crutch. I'm trying to train myself not to use certain words.
Yeah, I get it.
Anyway, just like you're doing really well.
I'm working on it.
If Shannon is watching, I hope she is still. Did she commend you?
Yeah, she said how fantastic I was and how awful you. No, I'm just kidding.
Did she? By the way, did she say how much more attractive you were?
I hear that all the time. Yeah,
That you weren't using a foul language.
yeah, exactly. No,
She-
that didn't happen.
She didn't say you were so much more attractive.
I wish
when
she
you were-"
would. I wish she would.
Or did she say you weren't as attractive? All right. So the guy, I know what happened, and I'm just going to lay it out. The inspection. So here in New York State, we have 2 inspections basically.
Yep.
Now is it 2000 and up? Because it's 25 years and older now.
I believe so. Yeah, 25 years old. You don't have to worry about it. Yep.
So now it's 2000 and up, I believe. It used to be 96, and then they changed it. Now it's 25 years
Yep.
and older. But anyway, we have a safety inspection and we have emissions inspection. So this guy's car needed both. And his safety inspection was good to go.
Yep.
Behind the scenes, now I know in my head what happens, but his monitors weren't ready yet. Was that what it was?
Yeah.
His
Yeah,
monitors,
incomplete monitors.
He had incomplete monitors. Now, without getting into what that is, you guys can go ahead and on the internet and look it up. But probably what happened is maybe the guy had a check engine light and he tried to trick somebody, or he changed his battery, or
cleared it.
cleared it,
Clear the code. Yep.
cleared the code, and the car wasn't done thinking about if it had a problem or not. Brings it in. Oh, the safety inspection, Dennis said, look, you need tires or you need this in order to pass the safety inspection.
Yep.
That's what I remember. And then you said it'll be good to go on your safety inspection. It'll pass.
Exactly.
But we still have monitors not ready or something.
The emissions part of the inspection.
Emissions part of the inspection
Yep.
is still up in the air because the monitors aren't ready. So the guy comes in, and you can't, of course, put the sticker on yet because. And by the way, let me. I have
Yeah, I was
something.
going to say you got to make that clear.
I got to make something clear about it.
Yep.
That's not up to Dennis. It's not up to the inspection guy. It's not. It's up to the car and New York State. They plug the car into the OBD2 set port, and the car says, "Nope, I'm not ready yet." And then New York State says, "Okay." It's between New York State and the car. It actually is New York State.
Yeah, you can't force it.
You can't force it.
Cannot say print it out.
Yeah.
Doesn't work like that.
So the inspection guy, the tech, cannot go, well, I'm going to do it anyway. Safety inspection, yes, he can go, I'm going to do it anyway, but not on the emissions part.
Yeah.
It's impossible. It has to do with computers, and it's just, you cannot override it. So it's nobody's fault. So it's nothing that he could do. The car is lying. Yes, the car is a liar. So, do you remember when Volkswagen was getting around that, and then they sued Volkswagen?
Yeah, that was a big deal.
Was it? That was
a big-
awesome, dude.
that-
I was
yeah.
like, good on them.
Yeah, they figured it out.
Yeah,
They
good.
figured it out,
How
man.
awesome was it? It was like
They got in a lot of trouble, but they figured it out.
after like 2 miles, like everything was ready, and they
Yep.
were like, "Pff,
They just skipped the emissions.
yeah,
Good for
Yeah.
them. Good for them.
wasn't it?
It was.
I don't know
They,
how
they lost a lot of money, though, because they had to do all buybacks and everything. And
Did they really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And they gave back way more than what the cars were worth for trade-ins.
Oh,
yeah, they had
jeez.
to. Yep. Once you get involved with EPA and stuff like that, I mean, that's forget it.
Oh man, the Germans can never get anything right. Did you see? There was a commercial with it was like in the '90s, and it showed them like it was a German commercial, like of the it was running in Germany. Like it's not a commercial for here,
Right.
but somebody got their hands on it and it was like on YouTube. I just saw it like a couple weeks ago, and the tagline was the Germans can never get anything right. And it was like you know that company LaChoy, like Chinese food, like it's it's like frozen foods and stuff.
Yep.
Well, they show like these German people like eating like the frozen Chinese food, like microwaving it, and then they show like them eating it, and then they show like the German people like turning into Chinese people.
It's horrible.
Yeah, like they had like a bowl cut and like their
horrible.
eyes like turn like that. Yeah. And then they're like, oh, they're like, and
Awful.
the tag was like, the Germans can't get a single thing right. It's like just everything's like
That's crazy,
so
man.
racist with them. But yeah, anyways, so
Real quick though,
Yeah, go
Laura
ahead.
said why is her truck just to have the basics. It comes down. So I'm imagine it's a 3/4 ton truck, like a 2,500. Anything over 8,600 pounds or a diesel doesn't have to be set up for emissions, or doesn't have to be plugged in for emissions. It's a safety only. I mean, you still got to do your APA regulation to make sure there's any K or DEF and stuff like that. But if it's over that weight limit, there's no emissions involved with it.
yep. Let me see, Laura. Question: why is our truck does not have? Just the basic. Laura, is your truck a 2,500?
It's got to be, yeah. Or it's so old.
No, hers
You
is
know.
2016.
Yeah, it's got to be 3/4 ton. Yeah, you got it.
I don't. Yeah, you know, I think hers is a 2,500.
Yeah, if it don't got to be plugged in emissions, it has to be.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, so the guy walks up, and it was time to cash out, basically.
Yeah. And that's when it broke the news to him that the monitors weren't ready.
Monitors weren't ready. I was able to do...
Yeah, 2,500. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was just not accepting that as an answer. You know what I mean? Which, if you don't understand the system, I get why you're upset about it.
Well, let's go over what he said to you. He said,
Remind me.
he goes... it was almost like you were like you had like the phone receiver, like you always sort of do, like on your like shoulder too. You're like,
That's my thing.
yeah. He goes, you told me that it would pass inspection. You said no. I told you that the safety would, but not the emissions part. That's not what you told me. And he started getting really upset. He started calling you names.
Oh, yeah.
And he said started calling you a liar. And
I don't even remember. I remember it happening, but
yeah, and I was standing right there, and he said that. He said, then why? He goes, if I would have known that, I could have taken it somewhere else, and they would have passed it.
yeah, impossible.
That's what ticked me off.
I do remember that's where you jumped in.
That's
no,
where-
it wouldn't.
That's where I jumped in, and I didn't say it like that. I
Yeah.
said, no, it wouldn't, because now like he's not taking your word for it. And here's what you were doing. Let me tell you guys what Dennis was doing. This is his face. He's going, okay, sir.
It's filling with rage.
Whatever you say, sir. Whatever you say, sir. And I remember like before you worked the front there, which I got to tell you when I first saw you in the front. Remind me to tell you
Get back to
how I
that.
first saw you in the front there. But Dave wanted me to do that job. Up
Oh,
there.
yeah?
Yeah. And well, he toyed with it. He sort of like his verbiage was like, I need somebody up front here. Because I said, oh, you want to work out back? He's like, no, I need somebody up front. And I got to tell you, I don't know if I'd have to adjust my attitude.
Bro, it was a big change. It was a big change for me, man.
Because I mean, I don't. Dave would probably eventually have to pull me aside and go, listen, Bill, you can't talk to
Yeah.
people like that. I think you'd probably be like, I gotta let you go,
Yeah.
or like you, Bill, you can't punch people like that.
Yeah, like I said too, man, it really doesn't happen that often.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know how like there was a guy that like even like the way that they come in with just their like I'm like one of those sort of people that absorbs other people's, I hate to put it this way, it's sort of energies, the way that they come.
aura.
Yeah. What do they call them? Like an empath. And it bothers me when they have like an attitude. I feel it.
I get you.
And you're good at not letting that bother you. And I wish I was like that, because I always feel like that's leave your crap at the door.
Yeah, not my problem.
And I'm not like, if I have a crap day, I'm gonna come in and like be as nice as I can to you, like to go get my coffee, to whatever I'm going to do, to pump, to get my gas or whatever. Like, I'm not gonna give you my attitude.
Yeah, I
And
get it.
so like then when somebody gives me their attitude, I feel I'm gonna give it back, because you have no right to do that
Yeah,
to me.
you're
So, like,
offended by it.
I am.
Yeah, I get
Yeah. And my dad put the customer is always right, and that's not the case
In
anymore.
that case, it was not.
So yeah, getting back to that, once I said no, it wouldn't. You go, Bill. That's all. That was it.
That's all it took.
And then that guy didn't say another word,
Yep.
and it just stopped. Everything stopped. It was kind of like time stood still for like maybe like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
And I think that guy kind of was like,
The light bulb turned on.
yeah, almost like he was like, okay, a customer's stepping in now.
Yeah, maybe I am wrong.
Yeah. So I don't know whatever, like, because it's hard for you because you're jumbled with customers all the time.
Yeah.
That stuck in my head because I don't have that jumbled mess of customers. But I don't know whatever happened with that guy, if more ever happened.
You know, I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember if he. I'm sure he came back, got it done. I think he came back and we shook hands on it. You know what I mean? I
Okay.
think he realized what was going on, and like I said, it should, you can't force the machine to do it.
Yeah, and
you know?
dude, no matter how many times like Gene and I would explain to people, they don't understand.
People hear what they want to hear.
They don't understand the monitor readiness thing. They don't understand. They think it's you doing it.
Yeah.
They don't get. They think, well, can't just tell your computer to fix it. It's not me.
Yeah, people don't realize monitors and codes are two very different things.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's what it comes down to.
And then they go, well, clear it out. Okay, I did.
Now it's yeah.
Okay, well, now inspect it. I can't.
Yeah, it knows people want to do that, so you can't do that.
It's a vicious cycle. Okay, monitors went ready. Check engine light on now.
Yeah.
That's why I bought that little thing that. Remember when I called you in the parking lot?
Oh, yeah,
2
the
weeks ago. I'm like,
scanner,
hey,
yeah.
this is ready. And by the way, the car's fixed. Check engine light on my son's Saab.
Yep.
Did not come back
Yeah,
on.
the misses, right? You had a bunch of misfires.
Yeah, and it was the coils.
Yep, good.
Which, going on the forums, some guys threw coil packs at it, and some guys it fixed, some guys it didn't. But those guys that threw coil packs at them and it didn't fix, what kind of coil packs were they?
No, that's a big part of it, man.
I told my
Well, I
son
got
Hunter.
a whole pack for $19. Well, wait a minute. you know.
So I started talking to my son, and I
What a kick your ass.
Dad,
I like your style.
Dad, my moderators are going to kick you out of here with that kind of language. He's never going there.
like him.
Going there again.
I like them.
So, what was I going to say? Oh, I had that same problem with that car when I first got it. I bought that in 2016. I go on eBay and like a whole set of coils. So a Bosch coil pack was, actually it's NGK.
Yep.
Actually, it's Mitsubishi makes them for that car. $130 for one.
Oh yeah, they can go up there, man.
So I'm like, oh wait, eBay, $49.99 for all four.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm getting them.
How'd that work?
So I put them in. This is back in 2016, and the car ran worse than it ever had
Yeah, I
before.
believe it.
So then I put all four of the Mitsubishi ones back in. They say Mitsubishi Saab on them, and it ran better. So then I went to Ironworks. He's out in Sequoia.
Okay.
Gene's cousin, actually.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, Tired Iron.
Okay.
He's a Saab guy. He puts in the one that was misfiring.
So the
It was a brand new car.
Yeah.
Brand new car.
that's normally all it takes, man.
So penny wise, dollar foolish.
Yep.
So this time I told my son, I said, I think this is what is the issue. So it was just short of $400 for all four.
sounds about right.
All four of them. It was like it was like $329 for all four of them, the Mitsubishi Saab ones. Put them in, fix the problem. I did
deal.
do new spark plugs and stuff.
Yeah, you're
too,
in there,
while
you
you're in
might
there.
as
Yeah.
well.
And we got the NGKs and all that. But yeah,
Yeah, these cars are too finicky to do that now. You know, same thing with cat conversion. You know, you go to a dealership, they're like, oh, the dealership wanted $2,000 for a cat. I found one on Amazon for $49.
oh,
Well, you think there's not a reason. You know, and I get it. I'm not even going to pull the thread of dealerships. But when it comes to that, the metals that are inside there do their job. There's a
platinum.
reason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah, exactly.
Which actually, they can't really do it now that I went to the new carb compliant cats. You don't stand a chance on the internet anymore.
I know.
That got really crazy. Let
me ask you this.
Yeah.
Why can't you buy a catalytic converter from a pick and pull? Why can't
They won't sell them.
Why?
You know, I don't know
In
the
New
whole
York
story
State.
behind it. Yeah, I can't tell you why. I don't know. They won't sell them, and I'm sure they make money off them. That's part of it.
They can make
You
more
know,
money
Yeah, you would think.
because when they scrap them, they don't make as much money. Say if I
Somebody
went,
cutting it out. Yeah, I get it.
so if I went and I was like, man, I need a converter, and I went, and they were like, well, this one is $2,000 on my BMW, and from a brand new one. But I went and they're like, well, this one at the pick and pull is fine. I could, it's not plugged or anything. $500. Because if you scrap that out, they're only going to get.
Yeah, you're gonna get 500.
They're not going to get that.
I
Yeah.
get it. And people would pay that compared to the new one. I get it.
Because that's a New York State thing. And then if I go on like eBay, I've noticed sometimes when I go to buy one, it'll say will not ship to New York State.
Because it's got to pretty much meet California emissions at this point. Yeah. So if you get a car, you look, there's a little white tag under your dash. It'll say California or federal regulation somewhere on that tag. Federal is less emissions than California. Now all of New York State have to meet California emissions. So that's what the carb compliant is. They have to meet those regulations to be able to sell in New York. I mean, I got suppliers at the shop that I'll look for a cat and they'll have them in stock,
Yeah.
but they won't sell them to me. But if there's someone in Pennsylvania or Jersey or something that wants it, they'll ship them out to them. So that's why they keep them. Because it doesn't. So New York, well, we both know New York and California turn into the same state with the regulations and stuff. That's what it comes down to. That's why you can't sell them to them. Like, I can't even put them in at the shop. You know what I mean? If somebody brings me a cat and they don't have numbers and paperwork saying that it's a carb compliant cat, I can fined a ton of money for it. Because again, EPA and DECs are involved now. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yep.
That's
Crazy, man.
ridiculous.
It's crazy. The whole industry's getting crazy with that stuff. You know, they don't want you fixing it is what it comes down to, all these companies.
Did you know that you cannot buy a brand new gas lawnmower in this state now?
That kicked in?
Yeah.
I was waiting for it. I knew it was coming. They were talking about
They
it.
talked about that. Well, I don't know if I shouldn't say for sure, but I knew that last year they were talking January 1st that was going to kick in this year.
No
January
kidding.
1st. Yeah,
That's crazy.
It's
Even
all
like wood stoves and stuff. They were getting rid of all that.
Yeah.
Like,
I know that they said that it was all going to be battery operated lawnmowers.
that ain't going to last. There's no way.
Hokel is overriding everything.
Yeah. Well, she's drunk.
Yeah, and so you have to buy a used mower.
Yep.
And so could you imagine what the prices are going to be for
Oh,
used mowers
I know.
now?
I know. They're going through the roof.
Or you're going to have to go to Pennsylvania to buy a brand new one.
Yep. She should stay out of the industry. You know, even last year, the exhaust regulations got changed by Hokel. You know, I mean, you can no longer remove mufflers or anything like that. If you do anything to your exhaust system that makes it louder in the factory, technically it's illegal at this point. Even if there's a resonator and a muffler. If you go home in your driveway and you cut out the resonator and put a straight pipe in, that's illegal because it's louder than it was originally designed. This state's crazy.
So what does that do for inspections?
Well, so cars, it doesn't really matter other than the cat converter. You know, what I mean, as long as the shop didn't do it, they can pass the inspection. But for motorcycles, they now have a gauge that reads the decibel levels of the motorcycles as part of New York State inspection. Cars, no. Motorcycles, yes. It's crazy. So if you want to run wide open pipes on your bike, you legally can't get inspected.
So, like, if you took the baffles out, forget it.
Mm-hmm.
So, on your bike, are you all stock?
Yeah.
Right. I got you. But, like, so they're making it so, like, no fun for anything.
No. Nope. They don't want any fun involved. Nope. Single file line. You know what I mean?
What about, like, all right, okay, you just answered that for cars.
Yeah. People are moving on. Why? Yeah. Yeah, it's not the good weather and the low taxes that keep them here. That's for sure, man.
Yeah, they wonder. That's why, like, I don't wanna be here.
I get it. I get it, man.
But I do feel trapped. I mean, I don't have means of getting out of here. But I would like to move.
You're never
to, like,
trapped.
Yeah, I know.
You're never trapped.
I'd like to move to, like, Tennessee though.
I don't care who you are.
I'd like to get out of here.
I'll tell you what. I mean, I'm here for a while. If I was to leave the state, New Hampshire, man. I love New Hampshire when I rode out there, man.
You ever heard of frying
out there.
pan into the fire? Yeah, but New York State is beautiful.
Yeah,
I told my wife, I said, I have to change my verbiage.
Mm-hmm.
I used to say I hate this state. I don't hate this state. I hate the people who run it.
The government.
I hate the people who run it.
I know. It is a beautiful state,
This
man.
is a
year-round beautiful state. You want to go in the mountains? You want to go to the city?
So you
It's all
remember
a couple hours away.
I don't know if you remember it, but you haven't seen it in a long time. I still have it. It's out back. I have a 2002 or 1 Dodge conversion van, and I still have it, and I want to do something with it this year. But I had that. I bought that on online, had it sent up via carrier truck transport, 18-wheeler from Florida, Miami, and this guy who's Cuban brings it up, and he drops it off at Gene's shop, and he leaves and everything, and I go around the corner, and I see his tractor trailer pulled over in where the field is, where all those big round bales of hay and the open field and everything, and I said, and he was like leaning out his tractor trailer, and I was like, uh-oh, did he break down? I was like, a little nervous. He was a really nice dude. So I go, are you okay, man? He's like, oh yeah, I just I never seen such beautiful. I'm taking pictures, and I'm like, he's from Miami, Florida.
Yeah, you don't see that, man.
And he's like a quarter mile away from my house,
Right.
taking pictures of. He said, I'm taking pictures because I'm sending them to my wife because it's so beautiful here,
Yeah.
and I want to send these to her. And I'm like, yeah, we do live in a beautiful
No,
place.
it is. It's a nice area.
Not right now.
No, it sucks.
I mean, yeah, Laura, me too. It's
Yeah,
just
it's-
I just I can't stand the people who run it.
Stupid. Yep. Yep.
So yeah, I just don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Oh, I do not like it. No, sir, I don't like it.
No, sir, I don't like it. But you're kind of, I got to tell you, you're a little bit trapped too. You got a lot of irons.
You're never
in the fire.
trapped.
Dennis.
No matter what.
You got some irons in the fire here.
I do, but you're never trapped, bro.
How's the battery power on this?
You are good.
Okay. You have a business.
No, I know.
So-
Okay. Yep.
I mean,
That's why I said I ain't going nowhere anytime soon, man. Yeah. I mean,
if I'm being honest, we aren't really either.
yep.
But I do tell you what, I'm sick of burning wood. Let me tell you about our
Yeah.
wood. Let me tell you
Go
about
to oil and tell me how sick of wood you are.
Well, let me tell you how scary it is with this wood guy that I got.
Yeah.
We have like 5 cord of wood that we're paid for, right?
Yep.
And he brings a cord at a time. Like what?
What's the point?
He brings a cord of wood, and it's -6 out. And I go. He pulls up with a pickup truck. He usually brings his trailer with a dump trailer, and I go. That's not a lot of wood, man. He goes, it's a face cord. I go, yeah, I know it's a face cord, but that ain't a lot of wood. And I go, it's February.
Right.
Oh, he goes, I'm gonna come Monday, tomorrow. This coming Monday.
Yep.
Okay, I hope so.
We'll see.
Yeah. Because last time,
This is a guy you've been using right along?
yeah, 2 weeks ago, he brought a face cord. And that doesn't last us long.
No, when that's all you're using, especially now. It was cold past couple weeks.
Yeah,
we
and
went through
then
it.
when I got a little pile of wood next to my furnace, and like we got no wood, and I'm like,
That's a problem,
it is a problem. And
especially when I paid for it.
yeah, and he's going, what,
Yeah. What's the issue?
jerk?
Yeah.
Man, see, it's just been a bad week. It's just been a bad week, Dennis.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
been-
I get it.
It's been a bad week.
I get it, man.
And then it
I
keeps
can totally
snowing,
relate.
and then I'm like,
We're getting like 9 to 20 inches the next 2 days.
what?
We're getting 9 to 20 inches. Somewhere in between there. They don't really know. And you were like right in the area. Vernon, this whole Bunzville, all that. You're going to get smacked.
You are too.
Nah, not so much. Not as bad. We're all getting it.
Come
Don't get me
on.
wrong. Yeah.
I know. I'm on that.
Even what was it? Yesterday? Yeah.
yeah.
Yesterday it was. I got probably 4 inches in my house. A night I got about a foot. I mean, it was crazy driving
Yeah.
through there.
Yeah. We got hammered.
Oh, yeah.
This is ridiculous, dude. I'm sorry to complain. It just puts me in a bad mood.
I know. Yeah, I'm done with it.
There was a guy at the gas station today. He was like so mean to his wife today and his kids. He was like paying for like hot chocolate, and he was talking to he was like paying and like the clerk was like he goes, yeah, and they're getting hot chocolate too. And he's like, okay, what size? He's like, what size are those hot chocolates?
Yeah, they're out there, man.
And he was like so mean, dude.
miserable.
He was mean, and his wife was beautiful, his kids were beautiful, and he was like so mean. And the guy was like, "Okay, have a nice day," and he just walks away. Yeah, it was just.
Well, like I said, she can just, she's not trapped. Get away from him,
You know
man.
what, Dennis? I thought the same thing. Like
Yeah.
I was thinking like my buddy Elby. Like here's like a nice guy, and like here's this lady that's like with this jerk.
Yeah.
And like my buddy LB's a nice guy. They could be together. Like he's a nice guy, and that guy's a jerk.
There's too many out there, man.
And dude, when I walked in, she like accidentally like opened the door, and it like hit like the newspaper stand, and he like looked at his wife, and he went, "Jeez." Yeah,
Just
to
what
her.
a character, man.
Yeah.
What a character.
And I was just thinking, all right. And then like he was paying. I was standing behind him. He was like paying for the stuff. He was like, "Hey, what size of the hey?" He was just a,
Yeah, I get it. I know the type, man. Makes you mad.
"Hey, Two Ply, how you doing, buddy? Good to see ya." What you been up to? I think Two Ply, he's down south, so he probably doesn't want to hear us
worried about
complaining.
the snow, yeah.
He probably doesn't want to hear us complaining about the weather. Let's take a break.
Yeah. All right.
We'll take a break because Dennis, he's got no, I don't know. All right, folks, we'll take about a 4-minute break, and we'll be right back.
Cool.
Eyes on the screen, alone in the dark. Coffee in hand, head start with a spark. Roaring engines, news of the day. Keyboard warrior, fury on display. Talking cars with a madman's gleam. Ripping the news, caught in the stream. Current events, ruthless and cold. Caffeine fueled, heart cold and bold. Live on the web, chaos reigns. Truth and lies flowing like veins. Viewers thirst, rage and might. Digital storm, endless nights. Carburetors and coffee. Digital display. Carburetors and coffee. Coming out to play.
It's like my friend of mine
Ignition switch, lightning fast, updating the world, nothing surpassed.
got it. We're
blinding light, raging truth,
I'm gonna pull that. You got me
midnight
beat.
fight, comets flood, in endless spree, feeding the fire for all to spread.
No, I'm good. Man.
Drinking the brew, thoughts unleashed, coppers and the thieves, scandals beseeched, fuel to the fire, screens alight, holy sermons, midnight rites, on the web, chaos reigns, truth and lies flowing like veins, viewers thirst, rage and might, digital storm, endless nights, operators and coffee, digital display. Operators and coffee coming out to play. Owls on the screen, alone in the dark. Coffee in hand, hit start with a spark. Roaring engines, news of the day. Keyboard warrior, fury on display. Talking cars with a madman's gleam. Ripping the news, guarding the stream. Carrying defense, ruthless and cold.
Right above the Mopar guy.
Fueled, heart cold and raw. We're on the web, chaos reigns. Truth and lies flowing like veins. Viewers thirst, rage and might. Digital storm, endless night. Operators and coffee. Digital display. Operators and coffee. Coming out to play. Ignition switch, lightning fast, updating the world, nothing surpassed. Burning rubber, breaking the seal. Virtual world, brutal and real. Violent streams, and blinding light. Raging truth, and midnight fight. Hollow flood, and endless spree. Fading the fire.
I didn't see it. Right now we're back here. We're talking about Tuesday.
Drinking the brew, thoughts unleashed. Coppers and the thieves, scandals beseeched.
He knew he
Fuel to the fire,
was. You didn't know him. Who he was?
holy sermons, midnight ride.
Huh? He liked him.
Live on the
Hi. What's going on?
Nothing. Say
Oh, we got banana bread.
I see. Yeah, that was very nice of her. Thank you, Michelle.
That's homemade. It's not
Best.
store. It's not store bought. And do you say store bought? And
No, I do not.
okay, good. I don't either.
Nope.
I just said that to be hilarious. Wasn't that funny of me to say that?
I've bought and
2-ply. Yeah. Like I'm a Mopar guy. We were a Dodge family, pretty much. Like, especially like the old stuff. If somebody said, "What do you want? A Chevy, a Dodge, a Ford?" It would go Dodge, Chevy, Ford in that order. That's for sure.
I'm not a. I don't like the old ones, like you said. I'm not a Mopar guy.
Let me ask you this: if somebody said, "Hey, Dennis, let's go truck shopping. You're gonna get a brand new truck."
Yep.
And let's just say a 1500 series. You've got a choice, and we'll take you to like the Dodge, the Chevy, or and I know the answer. I think,
Yeah.
or the Ford dealership. What would you do?
Between those three, Ford. Yep. It's enough. We're done. We are done.
Wow.
I'll tell you, my experience with Ford trucks, they were all great for me. Every Ford truck I had was fantastic.
You work on Fords.
Less than any other truck. Think of it that way. You know what I mean?
No,
Dodges, I
I
can't
don't
stand.
know what you mean.
If I work on, if there's more Dodges than Chevys coming to the truck than Fords, that tell me the Fords don't need to be repaired as often. They just
I
seem
hate
built
their engines.
better. They just seem built better, man. Actually, more truck.
Their engines are terrible.
Well, they're all terrible now, the new ones. Especially the new Fords. They got a bunch of recalls, but they all have their problems. I don't care what company it is. They all got their issues.
So 2-Ply is leaving as well.
So, yeah. Even the new ones, even the new Mopars you're still into, man? There's the 2-Ply there asked.
So okay, let's. All right, like I'm not apples and oranges with the with the Mopars, like with the new ones. Mm-hmm. Like Hellcats, hell yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're
That's what I'm talking about,
those
like
are
apples and
cool.
oranges.
Yeah.
Like Jeep Patriots and stuff. No,
Yeah, I'm not even.
like no,
No.
Yeah, like that's not a
Throwaways.
Mopar, and
Yeah.
that's like not. Yeah, I'm not into that stuff. But like, you ever notice like you ever see YouTube cop cam stuff, and they're like,
chasing them.
what
Yeah.
is it? It's like a Hellcat, and it's
Yeah,
like a
always.
Challenger and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, those are cool. The performance ones.
yeah.
Yep.
1970 Plymouth Duster with a 360 in it. Yeah, yeah, dude. Those are just. I mean, those.
Yeah, those are cool.
I would
Those
never
stuff's
be able
cool,
to
man.
have something like that. Gene had a 68 Dart GTS.
I remember it was in the he had like a
Yes.
storage unit or something, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
he showed it to me.
Yeah,
that was cool,
His
man.
son has that now.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he had some cool cars up there. Man.
You know how rare that car was?
I don't know enough about him, but it
Ver-
sounds very rare.
Very rare
Yeah.
car. Yeah. I would love to have. So the Plymouth Duster that he's talking about, I love that body style.
Yep.
That's like the Demons
Those were- yeah,
and
I
stuff.
remember those. Yeah, they were cool.
That's like one of my favorite. That's like one of my favorite body styles. I think that's probably what I'd want. Like a Duster. It's like the Dart Fastback basically. Yeah, that's like one of my favorites. Okay, so what would be your second choice pickup truck then?
Out of what?
Yeah,
Dodge
out
would be
of
at the end of the list no matter what for me. I'm not a fan of the Dodge trucks, man. Not a fan of them. And I haven't been for years. Remember like the old Rumblebees and stuff that came out? Remember those like early 2000s?
the yellows?
Yeah, the yellows, man. With the soft front ends. Every wheel bearing, every tie rod, every ball joint, every time Dodges have to be repaired, man. They all have problems. Don't get me wrong. I just hate them. I hated Dodges. And that's coming from a guy who worked on them every day. So it's different when I'm in the shop 6 days a week. You know what I mean?
So if Gene were alive today,
Yeah, I want to have this conversation face to face with him.
no, he'd call you an ignorant farmer.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
would
I'd be
say
off
that-
his list, no doubt about
He
it.
would say the only ignorant farmers drive Fords.
Yeah, I they never gave me a problem, man. I loved my Ford trucks.
Let me. You have this guy on your stream. 2-Ply, be nice.
fair.
So listen, let me tell you a story about Gene. When I went to his shop one day when he was working on a Triton 5.4.
Oh yeah, the peanut plugs. I already know where this is headed. It's got to be.
He was, I think, just changing spark plugs. Dude.
Yep.
He wasn't. It wasn't a blown out spark plug or nothing like that. It wasn't a spark plug spitter, but I mean that engine is. But
Oh, yeah.
But it wasn't. It didn't blow one out. He was
Yeah.
just changing a spark plug, the plugs. He had it up on the lift, and I was walking in behind him, and he had his music playing. He had his Christian gospel music playing.
Oh yeah,
Oh, Linda, Lord,
which I would have never
comes
expected
in.
from him.
The Lord comes marching in, the Lord Jesus, the Lord. Now that was music's playing, right?
Yep.
He turns around. He had like a 3-foot extension on. He was going through the wheel well,
Oh yeah.
and I don't know if it was a 250 or 350 or whatever it was, but he turned around, dude, and he was shaking. He was so livid at this at this Ford.
was furious.
Oh, dude, he was.
Yeah.
Now you guys have got to remember something else too. Is that it's it's New York State Rust too.
Yeah,
we're
big
fighting
part of
as
that.
well.
Yeah.
So
And I think that's what made me hate a lot of the Dodgers with the like.
yeah,
But keep going.
yeah, I get it too, man. It's so he turns around and he was, I mean, I think his eyes were bloodshot from the anger, and he was shaking, like he was like. He was,
I can see it. I can picture him, man.
he was like I just came to say hi and hang out and chill out.
I'm leaving.
Now, just remember, in the background is the
The music going.
yeah, it was the the Gaithers.
Yeah.
If anybody knows, it's the Gaithers and stuff, and they're like, "Oh, when the Lord comes marching in the Lord," and he's like, "This mother blanker."
He
This
killed
mother-
me.
and dude, he was like, now Gene, I'm 6'4". Gene probably was 5'4".
Yeah, that small guy.
He was a little animal.
Oh yeah.
You ever see the biceps on Gene?
Oh, he's massive.
He had like
the
pop,
guy with the old wrench arms, man.
Popeye arms.
Yeah, for sure.
and he was like, when he passed away, I think he was like 67.
Jeez, is that all?
Yeah,
man.
he was young.
Yeah, there's only that.
And by the way, guys, sorry if I'm missing anybody. Hopefully, try to catch anybody if there's any questions or anything relevant besides the booty thing. I don't know what that's all about, but so he's got that 3-foot extension. He's like, his mother effer, and anybody who would ever have a Ford, just an ignorant farmer.
Over that one job. Get him so mad.
Well, I think it would have been building up over these
Yeah, I get
Fords
it. Yeah,
for years.
I get it.
You gotta take the wheel off, and you gotta go. and I mean, I think every capillary, every blood vessel in his head was just about to pop.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Dude, I didn't say a single word. I turned around and walked
time to go.
out, and I just got in my car and left.
That's the best thing you probably could have done in that situation.
Just left.
Yeah.
Yep.
But so he hated the Fords, but he was okay with the 16 plugs on the Dodge trucks. They used to have 2 plugs per cylinders on those. I can't remember what if it was a 4.7 or 5.7. One of the Rams had 16 plugs in them. The two,
Oh, on the
they were paying the butt.
which one was that?
Can't remember. It's probably the mid-teens years. The Dodgers had them. The Rams had them.
No, dude. No, Gene didn't like those either.
Okay, the new he wasn't a fan.
Oh
of
no,
them.
no,
Yeah.
no. Gene.
I know he was old Mopar.
No,
I get it.
He said he
out I
hated
wrote that
anything. He hated anything 71 and newer.
yeah. After everything after that was crap.
Yes. Yeah.
And I get it.
Yeah.
He's half right.
Yeah. So like when I had like my 3rd gen Camaros and stuff, he'd say, "That's a fake Camaro." I go, "I didn't know they made fake ones." So even though he was a Mopar guy,
Yeah.
he like 1969 was the last real Camaro.
Yeah.
For Gene.
Yeah.
So even though like he was still a Mopar guy, that was still a Camaro to him.
I get it. The
you know?
real Camaro.
Yeah.
You know.
and
It's
he
like
was-
especially the old school, the old Stingrays. The early Stingrays were the only real Stingrays. So yeah, the old school guys, man. I get it.
yeah, absolutely. And even though again he hated Fords,
Yep.
a Mach 1 was still he still liked the Mach 1.
Right.
He still appreciated that.
It was his era.
Yep.
Yeah,
He
I get it.
he got it. He still understood. A boss. Whatever 302 and
Yeah.
all this stuff. He appreciated that
Yeah,
stuff.
you gotta.
Yeah.
That was the time for him.
So yeah. Here is a swear-mobile. I don't know the year, but changing the battery on a
Plymouth Breeze.
in a parking
God, so
lot.
that had to be the ones in the wheel well, right? The old Chryslers did that.
Oh,
They used
Plymouth
to be the
Breeze.
left front wheel. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, they all did that. The Sebrings, the Stratuses.
Yes.
Oh, God, those were a nightmare.
Wasn't there one you had to take like the headlight out?
I think there was the Intrepids or something. There's a couple of years.
Yeah,
Intrepids or
yes.
Concords or something.
Yes. Because I remember Gene had I think it was like a Concorde. You had to take the headlight out to change the battery.
Yep.
Like the
It's like they forgot to put it in.
yeah, and then they're like, crap. Yeah.
You know what we forgot? We didn't leave spot for it. Under the
Yeah, they like got in and they're like, what the hell? It won't start. And they're like,
Where could we put it?
they're like, how about the trunk? They're no.
Too much wire.
Too much wire.
Which the Chevy Cobalts put them in the trunk.
Do they really?
Yep.
Because there's not enough room under the trunk. Under the
There's
hood.
plenty of room.
Is there really?
But it's still back there, yeah. A lot of them are back there now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They took, like BMW has been doing that for years. All European cars have been doing that for
Oh, yeah.
years.
Benz just put them under the seats. And
Yeah. Yeah.
Cadillac did, too. I mean, they all did weird stuff
Well,
at some points.
Well, I think the reason why Cadillac is because a lot of those platforms are built on European platforms.
Yeah, right? The Cadillacs are?
Like Mercedes-Benz platforms.
Okay.
So, yeah. Interesting, huh?
Yeah. No. Now they got two batteries in the cars. They got the accessory batteries, like the mini batteries on to run all the accessories and stuff. So the more stuff they put in these cars, the more stuff they need to run them.
Interesting that I wanted to bring that up too. So Hunter was having trouble with his Saab, and before we did anything with the coils and stuff, he was telling me that he was having trouble in the morning with the car starting. When we had this whole cold spell about a month or two ago.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, you know what? Before we do any of that, let's keep it super simple.
Always.
So I said, I don't know when I changed this battery. Let's go find out. So I look on the battery and
LB. What's up, brother?
LB's in here?
Yeah, just came in. How you doing, man?
Hey, what's going on, buddy? He probably just got did you just get home? He's probably just got home from work.
Okay.
Yeah. LB's he's a male
Dancer.
yeah, he's a male dancer, yeah.
Still.
He's a mail order bride.
Yeah, good. Good for him.
Yeah.
He cracks me up, man. I like that guy.
Yeah.
He always cracks me up every time I see him, man.
Let me see. So anyway, I look on the battery, dude. 2016.
Ooh. Man, that was a good run.
Wasn't it?
Wow. 9 years. Yeah, that's a good battery.
Interstate battery.
No kidding.
So so I said, all right, we're changing out the battery. So that's what we did first. And then it didn't help with that. So yeah, but I thought that same thing, dude.
Yeah, 6, that's a long time. Good for
9
them.
years.
That thing
9
was
years
made on a
old.
Monday, no doubt.
Definitely made on a Monday. Monday or Tuesday. Definitely I thought that too. So
Oh man, New Yorkers, 2-ply brought the Chrysler. Remember the Chrysler New Yorkers? The door is ajar.
okay,
Remember those?
so all right, my grandfather had a Fifth Avenue.
Yeah, okay.
His was an 87 Fifth Avenue. Yeah, the New Yorkers, like the K car kind. Yep.
Yeah, I remember we used to talk to you.
Yeah, it was I think it was the
door
first
is
car.
ajar.
Yep.
I used to love
door
that,
is
man.
ajar.
My mother
yeah.
had one.
Did she really?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was like Knight Rider, dude.
Oh yeah,
it was
those
like
are cool, man.
I think that was the first talking car.
I would believe that's the only one I knew about.
It was.
Yeah.
It was like that was the gimmick. It was the market.
That's
thing.
where Kit came from, right? No, I'm just kidding.
I think Kit came out and then that car
Did it?
came out. Yeah. That was a Tankovo car, brother. Yeah.
It was enough to be dangerous. Yeah, I get that, man. There's plenty of them out there, but
Save
you money.
The K car actually saved Chrysler from bankruptcy.
Those K cars were awesome.
They were.
Those K cars were awesome.
Wasn't
man.
Ike saying that he liked the
He
K?
loves them.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Yep.
I think my dad had a K car. I know we had a K car station wagon. It was actually a Plymouth station wagon. We had that. We actually had a Citation.
Is that right?
Do you remember that? Do you know a Plymouth Citation?
I know of them. I didn't.
Yeah, we had
They were
a
before
Plymouth
me.
Citation. Oh, a '78 Buick Regal Jeff had. Someone stole your battery. My sister had a she had an 81 Pontiac.
6,000. No, that was later than
Those were cool cars.
that. Yeah,
They had
that one.
they had a 3.8 in it.
Yep.
That was a 3.4.
I actually crashed my dad gave me a Pontiac 6000 in high school.
Yeah?
And I wrecked it. And I put it right
And
in
why
the
wouldn't you?
Yeah, so we got a couple we had to change the struts out on it. This one we had the yard, and probably the most dangerous thing I've done was that was a good one. We used a forklift to compress the strut in the spring.
What?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
We just pushed down the top of the strut after we moved it. We put the forks on top, pushed it down, and then we used a tow chain to tie around the spring.
Oh my God.
We unbolted the struts. It was absolutely awesome, man.
What do you mean? What the yard? What are you talking about?
The old junkyard. My old man had the junkyard for a bunch of years when I was younger.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's cool, dude.
Oh yeah, yeah. Then then I got rid of it. So, but yeah, I had a bunch of extra parts and stuff down there. But yeah, I had the forklift and all that. And
where can you? I don't know if you could say this. You don't have to. Where was his place?
Right before Frankfurt, through East Utica there, off by the Utica post office. Used to be out that way.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Down like in the
We're
flat area.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of yards.
Yes.
Off by Dyke Road and all that. Again, names.
That
but-
used to be his place.
Yeah, one of them. There's a ton down there. There's still a couple.
I know what you're
guys out
talking
there.
about.
Yep.
I used to have a.
Yeah, Gene knew him. Gene used to go down and get some stuff from me. He said, I don't know if
Get
he
the
was just
heck
bull
outta here.
crapping or not, but yeah. I was, oh, yeah, I remember those guys. He's like, I probably stole from him at some point.
Dude, no, Gene,
okay.
Gene would not be bullcrapping.
Yeah, I liked him.
Gene used to run. You know the one on Barnes Ave? You go over the bridge.
Not anymore, but yeah.
Yeah, Gene,
A1?
yeah, A1.
Yeah.
Gene used to run that place.
Did he really?
Yeah, long time.
Guess
ago.
what? I probably stole from
You probably stole from Gene. Yeah, we both stole from each other, Gene.
It all worked out.
Yeah, because dude, there was a boat launch right there.
Yeah.
near the,
Yeah, right by the Mohawk Road. Yeah, I know
Yep.
exactly what you're talking.
Yep. 'Cause we
the
used to-
bike route. We used to take the bike route there when
Yeah.
I was a kid. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's the bridge was right there.
The
where
Diamonds Bridge with the rope
yeah, dude, we used to jump off
all
of
the
that.
time.
Yeah.
Yep. It's so funny,
Small
bro.
world,
That's
isn't
so
it?
funny, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't use a rope though because there
Yeah.
was never a rope there.
No,
we
no,
used,
we got, there was, yeah.
well, not for
My
us.
dad still breaks my chops. I used to jump in that river, but
Yeah, because it's raw sewage.
yeah, it's filthy. That river's filthy.
But yeah, we swam in it. Actually, we used to water ski in it with the boat.
Right?
Yeah.
It's cool, man.
Yeah, and like yeah, Crashes is in
Yeah, that's my cousin.
is it really?
Yep, right
yeah.
down the street. Yeah.
Is Crashes still open?
Yeah, well, it's still their name. They're still involved, but I think it is another company now. I believe.
I think it's.
Believe.
Is it Sims?
Sims Metal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
In case you guys don't know, you could go to my channel and watch my Rubicon videos and Sims Metal. I do videos for the Rubicon videos, and I do tours of their yard. I hope to get there.
I've never been there actually, Rubicon.
It's great, dude.
Yeah, no, I've always gone to the other one, Marcy. There.
Yeah. I'd like to get a whole because we're old family friends of Vinny's,
Is that right?
and I'd like to do a video of his place too.
Yep.
And I get permission though from
Yeah,
from
no,
these
yeah,
guys.
you
you know.
gotta.
I don't want to go in there with like a video camera.
I remember when that place first started. It was just a little trailer was the office. You
I
remember
remember
that,
that,
man?
too.
Now it's good for him, man.
Yep,
That
it's-
place is huge.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yep, good for him.
And because because I used to talk to him all the time, because my dad's boat is over at the Sylvan Beach.
Yep.
And Vinny's boat used to be there. So we'd see him every weekend. And Vinny was really cool. He had that Mercedes-Benz 550, that twin turbo.
Okay.
So I'd see Vin there, and I'd always say something about his car. He'd go, "Take it for a spin. I don't care."
I hate when people say that.
He was really.
I never
'cause
do it.
I don't do that.
I know. I won't do
I
it,
wouldn't
man.
do that.
What
yeah.
if?
I know. There's no
Yeah.
way I would.
Nope.
I would never. I always tell him thank you and stuff. But
I'll take your bike. I won't take your car.
and you've done that. You said that to me. You said, I would never let anybody else take my bike except for you, and
Yeah.
I would never take your
Yeah,
bike.
I get it.
Never,
I get
never. And it's really nice of you to say that and everything, but I would never.
Yeah, there ain't many. I'd offer that.
Yeah, I know. And that was a long time ago. Now you wouldn't even let
Yeah,
me
no,
know.
I changed my mind.
Yeah. By the way, how's your dad doing?
He's good, man. He's doing great.
Okay,
Yep,
good.
He's doing fantastic.
Hey, Susan, how you doing? Better late than never, so thank you for coming. Okay, my wife says my dad had a 1995 Chrysler New Yorker that talked too. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those are cool, man.
Yeah, that's the thing. My grandfather, he had that 1987 New Yorker, but before that, he had a Dodge Diplomat.
Okay.
Dude, I would love to have a
Diplomat,
Dodge.
yeah.
I'd love to have a Dodge Diplomat, like an 85 or something like that, and I'd like to like put like old school Kragers or something.
Oh,
on it.
yeah.
Just have that and just put some wheels on it.
Yep. That's it.
That's it.
Yep.
Have an old
Overkill.
318 in it, you know, or if you had a 360, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
But I'd settle for a 318 in it. That'd be really neat. But yeah, so that'd be pretty neat. Yeah. Who else we got in here? That's cool, dude. I didn't know that you that your dad owned that place.
Yep. Yep. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's just a lot of stuff I'm learning about you.
You think you know a
I
guy?
think yeah. Oh, you know what? Speaking of that, so when you started working up front, at the shop,
Yep.
your current shop, you last week I told you when I sort of first met you was you were doing an alignment
Yeah, right.
on my Durango pretty much, and I remember like I don't know 2 weeks later, the guy that was working up front, Dave had to replace him.
Yeah.
And for some reason he chose you to work up front.
No one was more surprised than me.
Yeah, I
It
don't
worked out.
I don't
Worked out
get it.
fantastic.
I think it was
He saw something I didn't see. That's
you know
all I
how
can
you know
say.
how the shop is laid out.
Yeah.
Like okay, the alignment is like closest to like the desk.
Yeah.
Like he must have went like I don't have to walk as far. Dennis is like closest. I'll just ask the closest guy.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, it must have been.
just lucked out.
Yeah, just lucked out. So, you had like pretty much a full beard.
Yeah.
So I walk in, and you had your beard shaved,
Yeah.
and I walk in and I go, "You look familiar." I don't know if you remember that.
I know. But I got that a lot.
And I go, "You look familiar to me," and you go, "Because I used to work." You kind of giggled. You go, "I used to work out back." And I was like, "Oh yeah." Did he say you had to shave, or did you just?
He would have been happy if I did. And I agreed. 'Cause I
Yeah.
let myself go. I lived in the dungeon for a while.
Well, I don't think you. I mean, well, maybe I don't know. I just remembered like this guy looks different, but he looks familiar.
I had to clean it up, man.
Yeah,
Had to clean it up a little.
Yeah, he looked. Yeah,
It was a good thing.
It was.
It was a good thing I did. Not full. I looked awful. I took it all off. But
yeah, but yeah, you were completely. Your face was completely shaved. Yeah,
changed a lot.
yeah.
It did.
Did you? I mean, it was definitely the right decision that he made because, dude, you. First of all, I like this that we can chit chat.
Yeah.
Because whenever I go in there, it's like, hey, Dennis, I'll just wait. He comes back.
I'm always on the run.
Yeah, then the phone rings.
I get it, man.
Connie's like, Dennis, line 2. Some guy's got his car's on fire.
It's Bill again.
Yeah. So yeah, I like this so that way we can at least chit chat a little bit.
It's funny.
But yeah, anybody got any questions out there for Dennis? I mean Dennis.
Again, 2025. It don't matter.
I know. He identifies as
it does.
Denise
Yes, it does,
or
but-
Dennis. Susan, what have you been up to? Anything good? Susan, where you're in? Oh, she's in Mass. Oh, well, it says it right here, Central Mass. But I
don't think I've ever stopped in Mass, man. I've always said I wanted to go to Boston. I've never been to Boston.
yeah, I think we were talking about that last time, right?
Yeah, I drove through, but I've never stopped in there. We might have actually. Yeah.
So did you go through the tunnel?
I don't think so.
No? Okay. I've driven 18-wheeler there. I've driven 18-wheeler through the tunnel. I've driven 18-wheeler through the port, to the port where they drop like brand new cars off, like right from like Europe and stuff.
Right. We ship them in.
Yeah, exactly. Which so you're okay, so
Oh, she's in Boston.
she's in Boston.
Cool.
Okay. LB, you were there? Oh, that's cool. LB was there? He was there last week.
And there's no excuse why I haven't been there. I mean, you could take the train from Utica right to Boston. It's like a couple hours. You don't got to drive.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
true.
I don't know.
What would you do there?
I don't know. I've never been there. I'll find out, man.
Oh, you know
I'm
what?
just going to disappear one week.
Quincy Market, I heard.
That's always the big one everyone talks about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then what?
I don't know.
Then you're like,
Find
okay,
out. Yeah.
we
Well, this is Boston.
we had fish.
To the market.
We went to Quincy Market. Now what?
Yeah.
See, if you took a train, then you're like, we got to walk everywhere. What would?
Uber and taxis had them, man. I don't
Well,
know.
that's true. Yeah.
Nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah, LB. I bet you LB does not like it. So Susan's asking if LB liked. Yeah, so that 93. So I've been to Salem.
Salem. I bet you that's pretty cool, man. I bet. Well, never mind. I was wrong.
I think it's highly overrated.
Is it really?
Yeah, I went on the it was like probably I don't know, September. Let's see. LB said I went from New Hampshire through to Plymouth, Mass. That's cool. And Susan says she hates 93. Yeah. Ask Mark.
I did. Me and him planned on going, and it just never happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he still go there a lot or not?
Occasionally. Not. He used to seem like he used to go there all the time. Then he kind of slowed it down.
But that was because his wife was living there. Now she's living.
now she's living.
Now
here
she's
with
here,
him.
so
Yeah.
that's why he doesn't go at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, because you met every weekend you'd go out there.
God, how long? It's like 6 hours.
Yeah.
That's a lot. It's not a short drive. Yeah.
No, it's like 6 hours,
no.
man.
Yeah. He was out there a lot.
And it's just not a fun drive,
No,
bro.
I get it.
It's like it's such a droning drive. I would rather head that way than west though, like toward Buffalo. It's just that way is just that's like not a fun way.
Boring.
Yeah. I just don't like traveling at all. Yes, I liked it. LB says it also right next to the ocean. Okay, cool. Yep. Yeah, it is pretty. Yeah, Susan, that'd be cool if you did tours. Susan, you'd probably be pretty good at that. Doing like tours and stuff. We used to go to the Cape all the time. Mm-hmm. When we were kids, we would go to Martha's Vineyard.
Okay.
Saw like Jaws filming locations and
Is that
stuff.
right?
Yeah, that was pretty neat. Saw Jacqueline Onassis's home.
Yeah.
That's JFK's wife.
Yeah.
What's her face's house? Oprah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not that's a big deal, but
Yeah.
saw all those rich people's homes on
Yeah,
there
yeah.
and stuff. One of her many homes.
Yeah. I'm sure.
Her yacht with a helicopter sitting on top
Is
of
it
it.
really?
Yeah.
True story?
A true story. Yep. Yeah, it's pretty cool because then there's like a bus tour and everything you could take if
Yeah,
you
I'm
want.
sure there's stuff. Yeah.
But
I'm
then
sure it's all out there.
but we got actually my wife and I we went to Nantucket on our honeymoon and we rented a car. We rented it was like 2003, so it was like a convertible Mustang that we rented and stuff. So that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, LB, you were with us for that? LB just said, didn't we see Ted Kennedy on a sailboat? Yes, we did. And I have it on VHS video, LB.
VHS.
Yes.
Just kidding.
Dennis, that is this big clunky thing. And it's a tape.
Yeah.
It uses a magnetic strip. Yes. It stands for vehicle hallucination
Gotcha.
strap.
Gotcha.
That's what it stands for. Let me see. Susan says, you are right. Salem is overrated. Everyone that visits thought the town was bigger than it is. Yes. And it's very tiny. It's basically like, I don't know, like an eighth of a mile long, if that.
That small.
Yeah. It's,
Really?
yeah.
I mean, I figured small, but not. I mean, whew.
I mean, Salem
It's
is
tiny.
is big, but where you want to
The
be, the town itself, where like all the happenings that where the trials and stuff happened, is like, oh, there's like a little plaque of where like it happened.
True or false?
Yeah.
They did or did not burn witches. Here, which of these guys will tell you.
Well, I guess yeah, it happened here.
Right? So, from what I'm told, they never really burned them. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I was just watching something on this the other day.
I don't think it happened. The Salem witch trials, they didn't burn.
They didn't burn anybody.
No, not like in like Europe they did.
Right.
But not the Salem witch trials. They dunked them
Is that what they did?
They dunked him in water to get them to like. That's what they did, and I think they drowned him there.
Okay.
That's what I think. So, yeah, and so, LB, that Ted Kennedy thing. The reason why we knew it was Ted Kennedy is because we've been out there before. We took a boat tour, and we knew that was Ted Kennedy's boat, and we saw him getting off of his dinghy, or getting off of his boat onto his dinghy. Yeah,
Right.
and usually they tell us like, and there's Ted Kennedy's sailboat, but this time they didn't say anything because they're really contracted to not say if there's a
You're
celebrity.
supposed to point them out.
Yeah, look, there's Ted Kennedy
Yeah.
right there. So they didn't say anything, and when we left, my dad said to one of the guides, "Wasn't that Ted Kennedy right there?" And they go, "Yeah, it was him, but we're not supposed to say anything if if they're right there." So, but I have it on VHS.
That's fine.
I have that somewhere, LB. I gotta dig that out.
How would you play it?
I have this. I have a VHS.
Do you really still have one?
I have it right here.
Yeah, good for you.
And then I have this device that plugs into it, and it converts it to an SD card.
No kidding.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I actually have some stuff of me and LB snowmobiling
That right?
that I want to put on my channel too. So yeah. All right, Ross-Side Paranormal Person. I don't know who this is, but she's my moderator. Having all the bugs blowing through your hair. Yeah. LB says, if you died, you weren't a witch after all. That's true. That's a good point.
What was it, Monty Python, where if she weighed the same as a duck, she was a witch? And then the scales, because
I never
wood
seen that
floated
one.
in water and so did a duck. That was fantastic.
Dude, that's such a great. I love Monty Python. Which one was that?
That was the Holy Grail. Monty Python.
Was
the
it
Holy Grail.
really?
Yeah.
The Holy Grail's my favorite.
That's
dude.
a good one, man. That's funny.
With the where the fat guy where he's eating and he blows up in the restaurant.
Oh, no, I don't think that was that one, man.
Oh, that was the meaning
No,
of life.
Yeah, I don't think
that was the
that
meaning
one.
of life. The Holy Grail, run away.
Yeah, that one.
Where they're doing the horse thing. Yeah.
Great
You know,
movie.
they said how that came about. They couldn't afford horses.
So they just had the guy
So-
clacking.
yes.
That's fantastic.
Isn't that great?
That's good.
I mean, that's so much better than like having horses.
Yeah, all day long. I'd choose that even if you could afford the horses.
I love what the part where they the Trojan horse, and they like send the horse in and they're like hiding behind the thing. And they're like, okay, and they're like laughing. They're like, all right, so what do? We get inside, and then we get inside the horse, and then they realize they're not in the
then do
horse.
It's great. The movie's fantastic, man. Actually,
You ever watch the outtakes in that?
I did.
Like the bloopers. Oh, it's
Yeah.
so funny, and they're like they start cracking up and stuff.
yeah. How could you not?
There's one part where one of the dudes is like doing a speech, and he like the other guy's trying not to laugh, and it's in the movie, and he's like biting his sword, trying not to
Cracking up,
laugh.
yeah.
Yeah, and they show it. Yeah, it's hilarious. Oh, I love that show. It's so funny. I remember my parents watching that in the 80s, Monty Python. They also pressed them to
Jeez,
death.
really?
With what?
Really big stone. God, it doesn't matter. Whatever they used. Ugh.
Like a really big
What a way to
hand.
go, man. Like this.
Yeah, I clash your head.
Too funny.
You ever watch Kids in the Hall?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember that one.
I clash
Yeah.
your head.
I love that.
Kids in the Hall was
That's a
awesome,
good
man.
one. Yep.
Anybody out there watch Kids in the Hall? They were hung to determine if a woman was a witch. They would dunk them. If they floated, they were considered a witch.
I see.
That's so messed up.
Yeah.
But if they sunk, they weren't, and they still died. Like,
All right. We screwed up.
I know, like
All right. We'll get the next one.
Yeah.
We'll get the next one.
how,
horrible,
how
man. Horrible.
stupid.
I know.
And they did that. People that had
Yeah, heavy stones. She
like,
did answer. Heavy stones. See?
nice. They people that like had disabilities too. They considered like demonic, like
Is that
they were
right?
like demons and stuff, like Down syndrome, and they were like demon possessed.
Yeah. They didn't know any better.
Yeah.
Back then, yeah.
It's
Crazy,
so
man.
sickening, man.
Yeah. History.
wonder what they would have done with you.
Nah, I didn't stand a chance. Did not stand a chance. I don't blame them.
Me too.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't blame them.
mean,
Get
you
rid
know.
of them.
you think they would have dunked us or squished us?
That's how they get
Crush
you.
your
Yeah,
head.
exactly.
Yeah. You ever watch the ones where on Kids in the Hall where the guy goes, he shows up when that guy goes, he's supposed to be like a little kid. One time I was at my friend's house and he talks like this, and every time he talks, and then when he's done talking, he goes like this to indicate that he's done talking.
I remember that.
So funny, man.
Oh, man.
I'm surprised that show like never got like I used to watch it on HBO when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And like I remember just be like talking to my buddies, you ever watch Kids in the Hall? And they're like, Kids in the Hall? What? No.
Yeah, it wasn't very big.
No.
And it should have been.
I know, and
That's
I
a
was
funny
always
one.
like, oh my gosh, Kids in the Hall is
Yeah,
hilarious.
that was a good one.
Yeah, so funny. And no one in the chat knows what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
I know, right?
They're like, kids in the what?
Kids. Jesus.
Children in the Hall? What you guys kind of crap you
You're
guys
watching
watch?
the wrong shows, man.
You guys disgust me.
Yeah.
I'm leaving. Yeah, so yeah, I remember when we went to Salem and we went to like a bar to like go like there was nowhere to eat. There was like nowhere to eat, by the way. Of course we went like I mean we called it an off season. We went in September, but it's like still a town like with restaurants like okay there's like
There's nothing.
there's just nothing there.
Yeah, I
There
get
is
it.
nothing there.
Yeah.
If you go, you go in October. You go
Yeah, when everyone's.
you go on like Halloween when it's like
They probably make a huge deal out of it.
They do.
They gotta.
it's sensationalized.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's just to say, yeah, I've been to Salem, and then that's it.
Cool. Yeah, I get it.
If you're gonna go out to like Boston or something, you swing through Salem and you go, okay,
There
you've
it
been to
is.
Salem.
Yeah, I
there it
getcha.
is. Yeah. I mean, it's cool the history to have that you were there and all that.
Yeah,
But
right.
there's so many other cool. Dude, I
Other
would love
places to be.
Gettysburg.
That'd be pretty cool.
I want to go to Gettysburg.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool, man.
Yeah, I think my dad's been there. Gettysburg would be great.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, I don't know if my wife would want to go to that.
We'll go.
All right, we'll go. Oh, did I tell you I looked into that 24-hour of lemons?
Did you really?
The closest one is like Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Which
Okay.
I ain't going to there. But the New Hampshire is the closest one.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's maybe you can move there after all.
There we go. See, this is gonna work out.
But yeah, I mean, it'll probably never happen.
Yeah, we get it.
Especially with your
Yeah,
situation.
yeah.
There's, so like, I mean, you're just so busy now. Yeah, Susan, I'd love to go there too to Gettysburg.
Yeah, it'd be pretty well, no doubt.
Who were we talking to? I think it was somebody's live show. They were saying that they were like disappointed because there was like no paranormal activity or something like that. And it's like, I wouldn't go there for that. I would just go there for like, they have like witness trees, they call them. Like a witness tree it was there. They have like a photo of then and now of a tree.
That's probably wild.
Isn't that cool?
No, that'd be cool. Absolutely, man.
Like I think they have like devil's stones, like this pile of rocks were there when that battle happened. They have these oak trees that were there when the battle happened.
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
Wicked cool.
You go up and touch that tree
That's cool.
that
man.
was there in the the 1800s, that when that battle
Still there.
happened there.
Yeah.
It's still there.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like that stuff. Let me see. Let's hook up the camper road trip. Yeah, Laura's got this camper. It what is it? Sleep like 8 or something like that, Laura. And she's got a 2500. So
Bomb solved.
we'll just take Shannon's rig.
The old rogue.
Yeah, the old Rogue. Yeah, we'll go 10 more minutes, guys. I know that Jeffrey, he's probably live now. I know that he wants to go live and do his birthday bash today. So he's all special with his birthday
Hey, man.
today.
Enjoy a true holiday, man. Birthdays.
Yeah. It sleeps 6. All right, so I got you, Shannon, your daughter. That's 3. I got me, my wife. I got my 2 girls. We can make that work.
Get a bus.
It looks like Laura's staying home. I don't know how we're gonna do
need
this.
your camper.
Yeah, we're gonna need your camper, Laura. I don't know how we're gonna do this.
Good idea, by the way.
Yeah. This is a great idea, Laura. I don't know how we're gonna do this, Laura. How are we gonna how are you guys gonna like get to work and stuff without your truck? Well, that's your problem. I don't know
Yeah.
how you
Well, we'll be in Gettysburg, not our issue.
We're going to Gettysburg. I mean, yeah, LB, we can. LB, Large Marge.
You still got it.
Yeah,
All right.
He just put a ton of work into Large
Really?
Marge. You weren't there.
I was not.
He just put like $2,000 worth of.
Oh, there we go. A lot
yeah,
of stuff done.
4 calipers, rotors, all the way around.
Yep.
So yeah, Large Marge is good. Oh yeah, Susan. Yes, Susan. Jeez, where do we put
This
Susan?
ain't gonna work.
Yeah. Susan, well, there's the bed of the truck.
Problem solved. See?
Laura, you're gonna have to buy a cap for that truck so we can
Fit more.
sleep. Yeah, definitely. I don't know. Yeah, Large Marge. I want to get Large Marge back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just go for a ride in her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Reminisce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. LB, you could take the Kia and I'll take Large Marge. Now the Kia's doing pretty good. But I gotta do something this year though.
Yeah, I had enough of it.
No, not that. The Equinox is
Really?
well, I don't know. I don't know if I got to check engine lights back on.
4.
Well, it says the O2 sensors, but I believe it's because I've got exhaust leaks
Ahead of them.
behind them.
Am I showing my header? I mean, unless it's very close. If it's close to him, it could.
I don't know. It's close, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with the thing. It says insufficient flow.
PO 420 or
I think
430?
it's one of those.
You don't want that.
Cat. That's what I'm.
That's kind of an old school thing, man. I hear that a lot. People say, "Well, it's a cat converter code, but it's probably an O2 sensor." Not very common. Not very common. You see that these computers are pretty smart right now. Where if they tell you it's a cat code, it's 9 out of 10 times a cat going bad.
Yeah, but it's an 08.
No, I mean that era still.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's old school mentality, man. These computers are too smart for that. You know, unless there's exhaust leaks by, they could throw a false code, but pretty rare an O2 sensor fixes a cat code.
The only reason why I'm saying that is because my the Kia had this same problem, and it was throwing the code, and my Y pipe was leaking right next to it.
Yeah, see, I could do it.
And I fixed that, and it fixed it.
Yeah.
So I'm getting some exhaust leaks now, and it's got this problem. So this is what I'm doing.
Yeah, no, you got to start there.
But
Yeah, you got to start. Or you get a $49 one from eBay, like we were talking earlier.
what? Yeah, no way, no way. If that's what it is, so I have to do some welding on it
Yeah.
because where the hangers were on the thing, they
That's
rotted
there we
away.
go. Yeah.
And so when they rotted away, it pulled on the exhaust when it fell, and that's where I'm getting my exhaust leaks up front.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, seal that up first before you even chase it.
but I have welding to do on it, and I have to drop the rear subframe to fix it. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I know, man.
Is it worth it?
Yeah.
But it runs so good.
That's the thing. If it's running good, yeah, it is.
I just put that drive shaft in it.
Yep. Oh, you did? Cool.
I did.
Yep.
Because dude, I know why
all-wheel drive.
I know why they made them all-wheel drive because
Yeah.
they're useless in two-wheel drive.
Yeah, they don't go nowhere.
That's a 5,600
Heavy.
pound car.
I know, and you wouldn't think so.
Nope.
I know.
It's heavy,
I know. I don't know what it is about them.
and it's. I can't believe how heavy that is.
Yeah.
So yeah. Give that like button a roundhouse kick.
LB mentioned those spacers. You know, I've seen them. I've seen people use them. I've never actually tried them, but I've heard a lot of success stories with them. But you know what he's talking about, the
Yeah.
spacers on the O2.
Yeah.
So that's fixing two different problems. A lot of guys use those where, like, if you remove the cat and then you put the O2 in there, or if like they what do you call it, where you pretty much poke all the guts out of the cat,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's a fouler, so it doesn't read as good and it doesn't throw the O2 code. But if your cat's actually failing, if it's clogging or if it's not, you know, pretty much filtering like it should be, the foulers ain't gonna do nothing. You know, that
Right.
exhaust system still has to breathe. So yes, they do work and no, they don't. If you're trying to trick it, yes, but if you have an actual mechanical problem with that cat, the foulers ain't gonna do nothing for you. Just gonna build black pressure and blow your head gaskets. What it's gonna come down to. If the cat's actually plugging.
I've seen videos of guys soaking cats.
And like kerosene,
I've not.
I've heard that. That's why
I've heard that too. Yeah, different things. I've seen them do different, like mineral spirits.
Yep. Well, I mean, it's carbon buildup for the most part.
Yeah.
That's what you get in those things. Or then it turns to gel if you actually have misfiring issues and stuff.
Yeah.
Once it melts, you're pretty much done. You know, if it breaks apart that honeycomb. on the
Oh
inside,
yeah, yeah. If
that's
yeah,
it.
oh, you're done. Yeah, I
Once you
mean,
get that smell, it's done.
yeah, and that's the thing. Like the car. There's none of that. So I don't know. I'll have to let you know what the code is.
Yeah.
Because I'm saying I think that's what it is.
Not
but
100.
Yeah, I'm
I
really
get it.
not.
I get it.
It was something like maybe it was. Did I? What'd you say?
Catalyst efficiency below threshold is what the PO420 or the PO430 is actually stating.
Okay, yeah. It came on when I was like climbing a hill. It was
Yeah.
like, and it like, and then it can't kick.
Does it
on.
seem kind of sluggish?
No,
Okay, so that's good.
no, it runs fine.
Yeah.
Everything runs. It's perfectly fine.
Yep.
So I don't know what the heck the deal is. So, let's see what is yeah, LB, you can keep it.
Marge, I'm assuming.
No way, Michelle, you're getting it back. I want Marge back. I want to fix that rust on it. I don't have anything to pull a trailer with anymore.
Or the camper.
Or the camper when we go to Gettysburg. When me and Dennis go to Gettysburg, and everybody goes to Gettysburg. Yeah, you could put a mattress in the back, mattress on the roof.
There you go.
On the hood.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, man, that V10 doesn't skip a beat on that
Yeah,
truck.
but that's a 6.8.
Yeah,
Yeah, good motor.
it
Good,
is.
I know. Ford,
Modular engine.
you're welcome.
The modular engine. The only thing that doesn't work on that thing is he's having trouble with the 4-wheel drive, but we think it's the actuator.
Yep.
And what else, LB? What were we having trouble with? I forgot. He's gonna tell me. Yeah, LB. What was okay? So the 4-wheel drive. I don't remember. AC was working. Yeah, AC works.
I was a big fan of that motor. I used to do a lot of those buses, and I can't tell you how many of those motors I pulled out of those things. I mean, it's a good motor.
You pulled them out?
Oh, we used to do them all the time. We used to do them all the time. You know, the exhaust manifolds used to crack on them, and where they put them, well, at least on the buses, they were behind the spring tower, and those bolts used to break all the time. Impossible to drill them out or get them out of there.
So the only way is to get the engine
Pull
out.
the
That's the
motor.
best
Yeah,
way.
we used to do them all the time. All the time. I can't tell you how many of those motors I had to pull.
Wow.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Hated it and loved it at the same time.
Fix the heat. I fixed the heat tingy.
Oh, problem solved.
Okay.
Tingy.
The heat tingy?
Blows out of all of it. Oh, so what is it coming out of the... Probably a blend door actuator, I'm assuming, or a mode door
Okay,
actuator.
the blend
It's
doors,
only
yeah.
staying on one mode and not the others.
When you would give it gas, it would default, like it would go, and it was under load. It would default to the
Defroster.
defroster, and then you'd come off, and it would.
Were those the vacuum ones?
Yeah.
Those might have been the vacuum actuators that were a pain in the butt. Those were a pain in the butt.
But he fixed it somehow, and I don't know how.
Educate us, man.
Yeah, LB, he replaced something.
Dude, yeah. There used to be a big vacuum block in those dashboards. Used to fail on them.
Yeah, Laura, I know Michelle said no, but her eyes say yes. All right, my wife says I would have to turn the wheel back and forth constantly. I couldn't hold it still. Oh yeah, it had slop. It's sloppy, but that's another Ford thing
Yeah, it's a Ford thing. Yeah.
because it's basically a 250. It's an
Yeah,
F250,
it's a big truck, yeah.
and they all do that.
That was an Excursion, or
yeah,
okay, yeah.
and yeah, it probably could use some front end parts on the.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it could probably use the stable, the trailing arm thing on the front.
Yeah.
It's got the shock.
sway bar?
Yeah, sway
The
bars
shock
on the
bar,
front. Yeah. Nothing is wrong with it now. Just 4x4. Okay. Yeah.
200 pounds of ice on there.
But
Yeah,
there's
keep it
200
going. That's
pounds of
good.
ice
That's
on the roof.
fine.
I know, LB. Yes, the Kia has a little bit of that too right now. Yeah, I keep telling myself that. Michelle doesn't know really what she wants. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, no, you got to tell her what she
It's
wants.
kind of like with Shannon.
I know.
She doesn't
No,
know
they
what she
don't know
wants.
any
They
better.
don't know.
No,
Laura, that's why George is around. That's her husband.
Yeah, I'm assuming, yeah.
Yeah, so like that's
You guys are lucky, you guys. Is all we're saying.
absolutely,
Make
man.
these decisions.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. Well, I bet you Jeff is probably, if he's not here, he's probably not here right now. He's probably fixing to go on live and stuff. And we've been on for 2 hours. I think 2 hours is good.
It's sufficient.
It's sufficient. Your wife is probably going,
He does not make my decisions. That's what she just-
no, he doesn't.
and she is right.
You're all dead men.
Yeah, we know.
Just so you know, let me just preface this by saying all you women make the decisions for us.
Yeah. We might wear the pants, but you probably tell us which ones to put on.
That's right. One leg at a time, and what
Yeah,
leg
there's
to
no
right
doubt
or left
about it.
first. Yes.
No doubt about it.
Yes. And not true. I want an old Wagoneer. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah, dude, I'd love to have an old Wagoneer, but they're so expensive. And if you find like a
yeah.
crappy one, like for $2,500, they're crappy.
Yeah, there's a reason.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to have that. Yeah, LB, we got to get you in here someday there, buddy boy. We'll talk excursions and excursions. Alaska excursions. He's been there twice now.
Yeah, another place I'd like to go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, LB too. I met when Michelle had her procedure done. I met this doctor that I met a doctor, and I'm leaving my no. I met this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I met this doctor.
Me too.
I met this doctor whose friend has a business that does the fresh frozen fish or whatever direct. He goes out, fishes the fish or whatever, and then has it imported right to his house or whatever. I wrote it down for you in case you want to order it right off his website or something like that. Anyway, it's his friend's farm or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm telling that to LB because he went deep sea fishing.
Yeah.
And had it frozen or whatever and sent right to his house.
Yep.
And it was really good. So I'm telling LB that in case he wants to get some fish so he doesn't have to go all the way to Alaska to catch it.
That's a trip.
Yeah. All right. So there.
Yeah, gotcha.
There. So anyways, I want to thank everybody who's in here participating. Well, we got a bunch of participants. We have Ellie West. We have my wife. We have me. I don't know why I'm in here. Let me see. But yeah, thanks everybody. I'm sure Michael's in here. Shannon, thank you. Ellie?
Maybe.
She might be
She
sleeping.
might be. Yeah, she might be sleeping. But that's all right.
But if she's not, thanks for being here, kiddo.
right.
And I just want to thank everybody for being in here. I got to bring this up. I'm talking to myself again. And yeah. So see you next week. Same bat channel.
Same bad time.
Yeah. And Shannon, yeah, thanks for letting your husband come out. we appreciate it. We really
Thank you, Shannon.
Yeah, thank you.
See you.
And thanks for letting him borrow your car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, got through the snowstorm.
Yeah.
Braved the storm in it.
Yeah, I appreciated that too. Yeah, thanks Susan for being here. We appreciate everybody, Laura. and LB, and anybody else who's in here that I forgot. I appreciate you guys. We appreciate you guys.
Absolutely.
And we'll definitely see you on the next one. And yeah, make sure to subscribe if you haven't, Shannon.
We got to talk when we get home.
Yeah, yeah. Make sure you have a talk with her. All right. See you guys on the next
See ya.
one. Bye.